Professor Nuseibah, if we speak here about the ICC and those sanctions, and how would that really affect its ability to prosecute war crimes globally, or be as fair as possible towards seeing cases in front of it, particularly those committed by Israel?
Well, this resolution taken at the US Congress is actually very dangerous to international justice altogether. In fact, I only could see it as an act against human civilization and the natural development of human civilization. The international community has worked for several decades in order to establish a court that has the jurisdiction to prosecute individuals who are accused of war crimes and crimes against humanity, not as an ad hoc tribunal in the same way that in the same case and the same way that happened after the Second World War and after Yugoslavia and after Rwanda, but in a way that a court has a jurisdiction over a huge number of countries and is using the law to prosecute those who are in charge of war crimes, crimes against humanity, or genocide. So this act that the United States is preparing for, and I believe that the action will start once Donald Trump has assumed his position in the White House in a couple of weeks' time, or even less. This act is a war against human civilization. This court has finally assumed some of its responsibilities in the occupied Palestinian territory. It has, rightly so, accused both the Israeli Prime Minister and the former Defense Minister of war crimes and crimes against humanity. This comes at a very tricky period of time when Israel is still continuing with its genocide. But I would say that I'm not very surprised. The United States is unfortunately complicit with the crimes that the Israeli government is currently perpetrating in the Gaza Strip. The United States has been arming Israel, supporting Israel, funding Israel in order to continue with this genocide and with the war crimes and crimes against humanity while it is actually happening, and while it is documented by several international organizations. So I can see how the US is really worried that the International Court of Justice has started to prosecute and to accuse individuals who are allies of the United States. And obviously the United States knows that if this court is going to continue its job, maybe some of the US officials will be also among those who are accused of complicity with genocide and of supporting war crimes and crimes against humanity. But my fear is, how is this going to influence the court itself? We know now that the court has two major enemies in this world. It has Russia, because Putin is one of those who are accused of war crimes and who has arrest warrants against him in the court, but also the United States now fighting this court. I believe that this is very dangerous. It needs support to this court by the rest of the international community. There are over 124 countries that are members to the International Criminal Court. They should support the court, and they should very strictly oppose the US policy against the court. That one country cannot decide the fate of a court that was established by the international community.